Hello, YouTube. This is Ryan with Sabri Entertainment. This is the first podcast that is going to be put out onto this platform. Unfortunately, the video capture did not capture while we were recording, so you won't be able to see Nathan and me while we discuss everything, but I still wanted to put this out onto YouTube. This is a YouTube exclusive video you get to see. So this is the first episode of Suplexes, Scores, and Save Points onto YouTube. Please check it out, share it around, like it, subscribe to the channel. Everyone from here on out will be added. They will be on, so please just stick with this and enjoy this episode of Suplexes, Scores, and Save Points. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Suplexes, Scores, and Save Points. I am Ryan.
What the hell was that?
Over here.
Was that your microphone?
What is what? Yeah.
What the fuck? Are you a
Over
talk show
here
host?
is Nathan.
Oh, sorry. What's up, guys?
My leg broke, dude. I only got. So, this is the first episode. This is the first episode we're going to be putting out on YouTube. So we actually got faces now. You can see what we look like. It's not pretty, but
very pixelated faces.
Yeah, my internet's not very good, but we're here. You can still listen to it. Obviously, it'll be still on all the things, but we're going to put it on YouTube too to kind of give people a little bit of a.
I think we look better this way.
Another way of watching and listening. Okay, so we're going to do kind of a different version of the podcast this week. We're going to be doing longer version of wrestling this week because there's just so much happening. There was a big week. So we're going to kind of go in depth a little bit more. So we're going to have, and plus sports and gaming, there was not too much going on. So, so speaking of sports, we will start it out with sports. I guess I should introduce Nathan, but I guess.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
You know him.
Never even introduced.
I mean, I said it earlier. So
you did? I missed it.
Well, I did say you were over here, and I pointed.
No.
So
okay.
So sports. What is going on in the world of sports this week, my guy?
We got MLS is back. And we're almost to the knockout round.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, trying to pull up some scores from throughout the... Man, there's a crap load of scores, though. All right.
Yep. That's going to
be... All right. Well, I'll just hit the big ones here. Let's see if I can pull up the... Go ahead and talk about some MLS news, Ryan, while I pull this up.
MLS news? I don't know any news about the MLS.
Come on.
This is not good. We're just both looking at our phones. But so we've got some the NBA is back. They're training. There's been conflicting reports about people, whether they're going to play or not, excluding like Victor Oladipo. He has been going back and forth, but they are practicing again. The first games are coming up soon, next like 2 weeks from now, I think. So, we've got baseball's practicing again. So all the sports are basically back practicing or playing at the moment. For how long? We'll see, but you got those scores yet, man?
All right, you ready? All right.
Jesus, so, yeah.
In Group A, okay. In Group A, the people that are advancing for sure into the knockout round are Orlando City. Let me put this up to my face so I'm not just looking down there the whole time. All right, we got Orlando City and the Philadelphia Union. We have in Group B the San Jose Earthquakes and the Seattle Sounders. And Group C, Toronto FC and the New England Revolution. Group D, Real Salt Lake, Minnesota United. Didn't even know Minnesota United had a team. And Group
Minnesota
E,
has a team.
yeah, exactly. Group E, Columbus Crew, whoop, whoop, and the New York Red Bulls. And Group F, Portland Timbers and Los Angeles FC. And to note, a big note here, the LA Galaxy are in 4th place and are probably not going to make it. But
Nice.
actually, they might. I forgot the Houston Dynamos were in this group, and they're the ones that got took out by the COVID eliminated.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And so then down here at the bottom, now, because there's not enough teams to fill out a group of 16 for a knockout round, 4 teams previously that weren't going to make it could make it. And right now, those 4 teams are Sporting Kansas City, Chicago Fire, New York City FC, and FC Cincinnati. So FC Cincinnati in their first year could move on to the knockout round, even though they've only won 1 game. But so that's what the knockout round is looking like. But Chicago Crew is going to win it all. And then I'm going to get me some sweet merch. What?
You said Chicago?
Did I say Chicago? I meant Columbus, goddammit.
I think you said Chicago Crew.
Oh, God. Anyway, Columbus Crew are going to win. All right. And then I'm going to put up a big MLS's back tournament trophy banner something in my game room. That's what's going to happen. That's what's up. You need to pick a
we
soccer
do have
team,
some. I do need to pick a soccer team. I'll have to look.
You need a dog in this fight.
I do. I'll look next week. I will pick my team.
Okay.
I don't. I'll be a little late to the game, but I'll jump on it. The NFL made an offer to the players' union to abandon all preseason games this year. So there will probably be no preseason games in the NFL this year. So that's going to be pretty crappy for these rookies to kind of.
Yeah, I don't know.
I see a lot of rookies not playing much.
Yeah.
But that, I mean, it makes sense. There's no point in playing pointless games.
True. Some news that I saw that's interesting for me and you is that Oladipo's rethinking it and might come and play in the COVID tournament. So
the COVID tournament.
They should call it the COVID Cup.
Yeah, that's they should just call it the COVID tournament. But yeah, that could be good. I don't know though. I mean,
I can't get over.
I'd rather him have a future instead of trying. Well, it used to have like a thing on it, and now it fell off, and now I got like one leg now, so it's kind of.
You look like we're
come on down.
Look like we're on Match Game or something. Let's see what else was there in sports.
Also, NASCAR had a race at Texas.
Yeah, who won that?
Austin Dillon.
What?
Austin Dillon.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
God damn it! I should have watched that. I got an Austin Dillon.
Yeah, Austin Dillon.
I should have worn my Austin Dillon hat, man.
You got to keep up on the sports news, Nathan. I don't know what to tell you.
I was on vacation last week.
There's a lot. Well, you were on vacation last week, and there was wrestling every day. Yeah. So,
damn, I can't believe I missed Austin.
But yeah, Austin Dillon won the Texas race. So,
son of a. I wonder. Okay, keep talking. I gotta do some investigation. I feel like
Kyle Busch was disqualified.
Ooh, for being naughty.
Kyle Busch won the Xfinity race, but then he was disqualified. His car did not pass inspection.
Yeah. Austin Dillon is now in 14th place in the standings run. That's Chase.
Is that in the chase? I don't know how many people have in the chase.
I think 14. So he's chase worthy. What was that? Are you blowing into your microphone?
No, I don't.
It sounded like thunder or something. All right. Well, we're almost done with sports here, guys. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to talk about other than NASCAR and
yeah, I mean,
MLS.
We would like to have a lot of sports. We would like to have a lot of sports, but until it gets going, unless some major news story breaks, we're kind of
baseball
at
should
the
be
same
starting.
place we've been for the last couple of weeks. So.
Doesn't baseball start pretty soon?
Baseball are doing like their practice games right now. So they are playing games. It's just not real competition yet.
Right.
Baseball should start. Season starts soon. I know that. I'm just not 100% sure when that is, but yeah. So baseball's gonna be starting up. The NBA will be starting up. We'll actually have stuff to talk about in a couple weeks. Until then, just bear with us for a while while we
we're
just talk about nonsense
stuff going. All right, you want to move on to video games?
Yeah, let's just jump on in it. There's not a lot of video game news either.
Today,
no news really. The Xbox thing this week.
I got something for you. Today, Nintendo had a mini direct. This mini direct was a partnership direct, which is basically third-party stuff, and it was not good. They had some DLC for Cadence of Hyrule. There was some DLC for that announced. There was 2 Japanese games, one from a long time ago on the PS2 that's getting an HD remake. That was hard to say. And then they got another one. It's like a number 5 of that series coming out. It's an RPG. Yeah, I ain't gonna play it. And then there was they showed the same trailer for WWE Battlegrounds that they've already showed before. So it's like whoop-de-doo-da-day. And then there was some third-party first-person shooter game that it's a free-to-play game. So yeah, so that was it. It was 10 minutes long. They had 4 games. It was DLC. I'm like, I don't know, man. Nintendo's not looking great, guys, because Nintendo has no new games announced for the rest of the year. Granted, they stealth dropped stuff. They stealth dropped out of nowhere. They were like, oh look, Paper Mario Origami King. It came out of nowhere. So, I mean, they could still do that, I guess. But you think they'd want to hype up some stuff, instead of just dropping it.
Yeah, you would think. I don't know. Yeah, it seems like Nintendo's just kind of coasting at the moment.
Yeah.
I think their sales are still good, and they're still, games are still selling, so people are still playing. So I guess they're.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess they're okay with it. I'm glad you brought up Battlegrounds though, because new gameplay was just released today. It's All Stars. It looks just like All Stars, so I'm actually into it. Every wrestler has like 3. Every wrestler has like 3 specials or something that they can do, or abilities, which it looked pretty fun. So I'm definitely gonna get it as soon as it comes out, probably because it's cheaper. It's only $50, so
$10 cheaper.
I mean, $10. It's $60 for the full game, or the bonus stuff.
Yeah. Well, we'll review that one. May do a YouTube video of us playing it.
Definitely.
Let's see.
Definitely, yeah.
Let's see. What else? PlayStation's backwards compatibility is not as good as Xbox's. Like whenever they come up with these new systems, they're only going to have 100 of the PS4 games that are backwards compatible at the beginning, top 100 or something. And then all the rest of them, PS1, 2, and 3, are going to be available through the cloud, which is not reliable. So it's not looking good. Not when Xbox is just like, here's all of them. You can play everything. So
only the top 100, but most of those games, they're probably going to get remade for the PS5 anyway, right?
I don't know if PS5 is really going to do a lot of that. Well, Xbox is going to do a lot of that, but I don't think PlayStation is.
So yeah, that's true. And PlayStation may just like
they're just kind of
do all new stuff.
They got two different strategies going here, man. Xbox is like they're like saying, "Hey, check it out. We're going straight up. We're not giving up on the
check it out.
We're not going with just we're not leaving Xbox One behind. We're going to let it stay around for like 3 more years before we completely eliminate it. Whereas PlayStation 5 is like, get rid of that PS4. We're going straight to PS5. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, they're going to live in the past.
It's going to be interesting. What have you been playing?
Okay, you want to do real quick? What have I been playing?
I've only been playing one game, so.
Oh, me too. I played Life is Strange 2, and that was all I played last week.
You already talked about that last time.
I beat it, and I didn't beat it though.
Oh.
I still played it.
Okay.
I'm still playing it.
Okay.
I finally beat it, and it was fantastic, and I loved it. And everyone should play it, regardless of who you are or what you do. You need to play that game.
All right, I'll play the damn game.
That's all I've been playing.
All right.
That's all I've been playing, man. I really.
Well, as we know,
what about you?
Origami King came out on, what was it, Thursday, Friday, some day,
something like that.
Yeah. Anyway, I downloaded that and been playing that, and I put in about 7 hours so far. Made it through like the first 2 of 5 worlds, but they're like ribbons, but they're basically worlds, and yeah, it's pretty cool. It's not a normal RPG like everybody is used to with Paper Mario. It's a little different. It's more of a puzzle battle system, kind of strange, but it takes getting used to. But it's actually pretty cool, and it's got a lot more action RPG stuff in it instead of just like you can actually hit people without actually turn-based, like you can walk up and hit somebody sometimes. And then there's a lot of puzzles that you have to do in the open world, and then it's pretty cool. A lot of throwbacks to old Mario games and stuff, and the dialogue's funny, and the graphics look nice, so it was pretty good.
I'll have to try to check it out. I don't really Paper Mario. I never played the first one, but
first one, there's been 5.
I might check it out.
There's been 5.
Well, I haven't played any of them.
The first one was on.
I'm not a Nintendo guy.
I know. Well, I wasn't really either. But the first one was on the N64. And they've had one on every system since.
I have a Super Nintendo and then haven't owned a single Nintendo console till the Switch.
I know.
So I missed a lot of Nintendo. I missed a lot of Nintendo.
You played some Wii stuff. You played some Wii stuff.
I didn't play Wii. Wii and N64 stuff I have played, yes.
Yeah.
I was going to do game releases this week, but there's literally like 5, so I don't know if it's worth it.
Go ahead. List the 5.
Okay. So we've got Golftopia coming out for the PC July 21st, which is the day this drops. Rock of Ages 3 Make and Break for the PC, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and Stadia. Carry On for the PC, Xbox One, and Switch on July 23rd. Dying Light Hellraid DLC on July 23rd. Roki on the PC for July 23rd. And Ageless for the PC and Switch.
All right.
And that's it. That's all this week. Next week is a loaded week. There's about 70 games, it looks like. No, we got a whole bunch of games next week coming out. So I guess next week must be the week for release games.
Well, we'll go through those next week.
Yeah, there's some big ones on that list. So
yeah, we'll go through those next Monday.
Yep. That's about. I don't know if there's any other news you want to hit on about video games, or if there's anything major. It wasn't really.
Yeah, I haven't really heard a lot. other than that mini direct. Everybody still keeps talking. We got like a minute, I think. Everybody still keeps talking about Mario 35th anniversary and thinking it's going to happen. What do you think? They're going to have that collection of 3D games?
I don't know. I mean, like this, they did stuff with Sonic for his whatever anniversary. I mean, that seems to be the thing to do when there's an anniversary. Is to
It's so weird though, 35th.
It's not. Yeah, it seems it's not really a thing you normally celebrate. 35.
I guess they kind of have to though, because by the time the 40th comes around, the Switch will probably be moved on to whatever the next console is. So
I think that's why it's the most round number to do on the Switch. Like 35 is like the miss.
That's probably what it is.
They'll do it. I'm assuming. I don't know. It'll be interesting.
They gotta announce something soon. It's freaking nuts. And then not too long from now, next week, Xbox big announcements. So we'll be looking forward to that.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they actually show off or what they don't show off.
Yes, I'm hoping this is finally when we're gonna get some freaking prices, man. Maybe they'll both drop their prices and start pre-orders, because good Lord, man. You know how hard it's going to be to get these things if they don't wait till like October to freaking announce the prices?
Oh, man, I know. It's supposed to come out in November, and like they're not going to release it, like.
Yeah, they'll start the pre-orders, and it'll be like, good luck trying to get one.
Yeah.
So,
all right, I think we're
ready for the wrestling. Look out, boys. It's going to be a long one.
Yeah, let's jump in the ring. So we had literally wrestling like every day of the week to cover. Yeah. So
let's start with Monday.
We had 2 pay-per-views. We got
jump right into it.
Do you remember anything that happened on Raw? Because I really don't.
It was building up for the pay-per-view. We had, Dolph Ziggler saying that he's not going to announce his stipulation until the pay-per-view. And then you had MVP with that new United States title playing up that, which, boy, oh boy, did that turn out to be a blunder at the pay-per-view. What the fuck? Anyway, let's see, what do we have? We had Asuka. The main event was Asuka versus Sasha Banks, wasn't it? Or Asuka versus Bayley. Champion versus champion, yeah. That was the match of the night. My brother.
Yeah, it was the one match worth.
I think my co-host just died. That was.
Yeah, I'm good, guys. I'm good.
Okay, that was the match of the night. They tore it down. It was pretty good. That's about all the highlights of Raw.
The tag team elimination match between the Viking Raiders and Garza and Andrade was pretty good.
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah.
I like to see Bianca Belair come back. That was cool.
Oh yeah, can't believe I forgot about that. Yeah, Bianca Belair and Shayna Baszler. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was worth it. That was a good show. Oh, those are the 2 best parts for me. It was to see them come back. But yeah, we hit on all the big parts. There wasn't really much else to talk about. I mean, they had the same matches they've been having for the last. The main event was a tag team match, by the way.
I thought it was a singles.
The main event was It was awesome. It was the.
Oh, it was a tag team title match. Yeah, that's what it was. Duh. Anyway, they won with their belts.
It was.
So let's go on to Tuesday. We had Impact. Impact was hyping up Slammiversary. They had Johnny Swinger said he wasn't going to be in Chris Bay's corner at the pay-per-view. They wouldn't let him. Chris Bay was like, whatever, don't need you. And then they had I think it was a 10-woman tag match to hype up the Battle Royal Gauntlet, whatever you want to call it. They did that. The main event was Sami Callihan versus I keep forgetting his name, man. Alexander. What's his first name?
Josh.
Josh Alexander. Yeah.
Josh.
Yeah. That was the main event. And then Ken Shamrock got in the ring and looked stupid, so that was cool. And that was, they were hyping up the pay-per-view. And then on AEW Dark was a bunch of squash matches, except you had Brian Cage defending his FTW belt against Brian Pillman Jr. And he got squashed. So I don't know if Brian Pillman, if he's trying out to be with AEW or what's going on with that, but yeah, he keeps getting squashed.
So it's not an official title. Why is he defending it?
I don't know.
I don't get.
Just like Moose.
I don't understand the whole.
Belt. I'm just saying.
True. It's very. This is very, very true.
All right, and then we had Wednesday.
Not gonna lie, you might be shocked, but I think AEW was a better show this week.
Wow.
NXT was good. AEW was better, in my opinion. That usually doesn't happen. I'm going to be honest. But AEW had a really good show. They had a couple good tag team matches. What was that? They had a couple good tag team matches. They had FTR versus the Lucha Brothers, which was really good.
Yep.
And
that's one they've been looking for.
What was the Elite? They had the Elite versus the Lucha Express or whatever, or the Jungle Express or whatever.
Yeah, that was okay. Marco's stunt gets on my nerves, but that was good.
Yeah. I mean, the Elite get on my nerves, but and then they had the title match, which ended in I don't know. I kind of figured they were going to put Moxley over just because that's what they do, but I didn't like the way it ended.
No, throwing in the towel. I mean, technically, I guess Brian Cage didn't lose because he got the towel thrown in, but still looks bad. I mean, they should just went all the way and had him win.
Yeah. Either that or
who's going to be?
I think
who is it?
I don't know. He's went through the entire roster almost already. I mean, unless maybe they do a heel turn and like Omega goes after him.
Yeah,
something.
Omega did like go crazy. Kind of start.
He did.
He kind of snapped a little bit, and then so did Cody Rhodes in his match against Sonny Kiss defending the TV title. He kind of was acting like a heel there too. So I don't know. Could be.
It's getting kind of over there.
What about NXT?
I don't know where they go with Brian.
Yeah,
but NXT was really good. It was highlighted by Io Shirai versus Tegan Nox. Good match. They also had a impromptu double champion match. Keith Lee versus Dijakovic. Was not as good as their other encounters they've had at all. Yeah, that's why they had a couple good matches, but NXT, the only match that was really good was Tegan Nox and Io. Every other match was kind of just normal, typical TV matches. So that's why.
I mean, what about what's his name? Oh my God, Cameron Grimes and.
Cameron Grimes and the other guy. They had a really good match.
Damon Priest, yeah. It was short, but it was
I did like to see it. I did like that they had just a random women's match between two women that aren't on the show very often.
Yeah.
That was fun. Ian Shotzi. Best part of the night was Dakota Kai taking out Io. She's the number one contender, hopefully.
Yeah.
So I'm into that. I'm cool with that. So.
All right.
But yeah, AEW this week was crazy. I was just saying AEW.
So. Yeah, Thursday, no NXT UK yet again. I miss my favorite show, man. Friday, we had SmackDown and 205 Live. SmackDown was still not a real long show like it has been. Like, there's a lot of filler. Great Intercontinental title match, though, between AJ Styles and Matt Riddle. Probably match of the night, guaranteed.
Definitely.
Yeah, and then Nikki Cross fought. Who'd she fight? Bailey or Sasha?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, she fought Sasha.
It was Nikki versus Sasha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good match too, honestly. But those are your two highlight matches. The rest of them were just there wasn't very much to it.
Yeah. There was a squash match with Braun. There was
and then
talk show segment.
Nakamura and Cesaro won a match and got to pick their stipulations. They said they're going to be a table match. So,
yep.
They said they were going
to. It was weird.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, for like a go home show for a pay-per-view, it really didn't hype the pay-per-view at all.
No.
It was not like.
I like how Nakamura and Cesaro said they were going to pick a steel cage, but they didn't want to see New Day up there jiggling their butts on the cage, so they decided to go with the table match.
It's weird that they made them win. It's weird that they just made them choose between those two matches. It was like, you can either do one or the other.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. 205 Live had two matches, I think, or it may have only been one match. I can't remember. But I think it was one match. It was the French guys, Martel and what?
Yeah,
Everrise, yeah.
Everrise.
It was Everrise.
Something like that.
Yeah, Everrise versus Tony Nese and Isaiah Scott in a tag team match, and Everrise got the one. Oh, no. They almost did. Tony Nese ended up winning it for him. So Everrise.
The only storyline they've 205 Live.
Yeah,
205 Live's got that storyline.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised they're keeping that show going. Honestly, they could just have all those guys on NXT. I don't really understand it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they gotta show something. I guess.
All right, so Saturday came around. There was no New Japan Wrestling this week. No MLW, no ROH, no NWA. But we had a Slammiversary Pay-per-View.
So, first things first, for someone who hasn't been keeping up with TNA and trying to watch this show with no background on anything, wow, it was definitely a show. It
wasn't bad. You had some surprises. In the first match, you had the Rascals having an open challenge, which I don't believe it was an open challenge on their own. I think they just told them, "Hey, you're having an open challenge," and the Motor City Machine Guns came back and won. So they did not put over the Young Guys.
That legitimately shocked me. It was legitimately shocked me that it was them, because I just figured it was gonna be Anderson and Gallows.
Yeah.
But
I'm surprised they won though.
We both got points there. I got 7 and you got 5 for that one.
All right.
So,
and then the next match was, what was the next match? Was it the Women's Gauntlet?
Tommy Dreamer.
Oh, yeah.
Moose and Tommy.
Moose and Tommy Dreamer. That was different. The only good part was when he was trying to push his eyes into the thumbtacks, and Dreamer was like, ah!
Back nights, we had 2 eye spots.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What is happening?
I don't know.
And the fact that Tommy Dreamer's on a pay-per-view in 2020 is...
Yeah. But yeah, Moose ended up winning, thank God. And it was something. What were the points on that one?
We both got points again. You got 9 and I got 8. So we're kind of even right now.
And then we had is it the Women's Gauntlet?
I don't remember. Well, before that, Heath Slater came out.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about that. Heath Slater came out of the crowd. There was no crowd. They don't do crowds at TNA. They said, "Screw that nonsense."
Yeah,
They skipped to the bare bones. But he came out. The audio was really bad on his microphone, which was not good for his first promo.
I thought it was my end. I had no idea what was going on. They had so many. That was one thing. They had so many issues throughout this pay-per-view. They kept trying to show replays, and they were just showing the same thing on both screens.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then the audio was off.
Yeah. What's the first pay-per-view they've done? Well, hey.
Don Callis didn't mic for the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, well, Don Callis hasn't been there for months. I guess he's afraid of the virus. I don't know. But he hasn't been there for months, and instead it's been Madison Rayne and Josh Matthews have been the announce team. And I kind of liked it, so I kind of missed having Madison Rayne on there, honestly. But then they had the women's gauntlet, which is like a Royal Rumble, kind of. They come out at different intervals and over the top rope, but then when it gets to the last two, it's a singles match. A lot of comedy in this match.
Had some dude named Bravo.
Yeah.
I don't know who he is, but some dude named Bravo came out twice.
He used to be a referee, and then he started hanging out with Taya Valkyrie, and he's like her muscle kind, or more like her gopher.
So, Mary, how
get me
does Rosemary fit into this?
What?
How does Rosemary fit in? Because
they started hanging out, and then she just her master said that she had to get the soul of Johnny Bravo, so she's trying to seduce him, but then Taya Valkyrie's trying to keep him under her control. So it's like they're best friends, kind of, but it's a big thing. You should have been watching, man. But anyway, so there's a lot of
asking.
a lot of comedy in this match. It was not a great match by any means, but it came down to
there was so much blown spots and so many like standing around like nobody knew what was going on half the time.
Yeah, that's a lot of that.
Yeah, it was not good.
And then you had the final, but it came down to the final three, and lo and behold, Ryan's pick Rosemary and my pick Kylie Ray were both in the final three. But then Taya Valkyrie had to ruin it, and she ended up knocking Rosemary out by accident. And so it was down to Kylie Ray and Valkyrie, and Kylie Ray wins, so I get major points.
Not major. You got 2.
Well, I got points and you didn't. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, still more points than I got.
What was next? Tag team title match?
Kylie Ray, but real quick, Kylie Ray won that with 2 moves after it was over. Yeah. Well, it was super quick. I was so wasn't expecting it. I was expecting him to go 1-on-1 for a while, and it was just boom, boom, over. Yeah. I was like, what?
Yeah, kind of nuts.
I think it was the tag team title match.
Oh boy, was it the match?
The exhibition match.
Oh yeah.
Was it the exhibition?
Yeah, I think so. Either way.
Yeah, I think the exhibition match.
So Willie Mack versus
Willie Mack versus Chris Bay.
Sorry, I'm talking over you, man. My bad.
No, you're good. Willie Mack and Chris Bay. I don't know who Chris Bay is, but he was pretty good.
He's TNA's. He's Impact Wrestling's Kofi Kingston. That's all you need to know.
That's exactly what I thought when I first saw him. I was like, "This is Kofi Kingston." Yeah. It was a pretty good match, though. I will give him that. Willie Mack's fun. This was back and forth. It was really good. And Chris Bay won, so I should have picked him. I would have got major points there.
Yeah.
But Bay is the new Impact champion.
Nice.
Or X-Division champion. So.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
And then
then it was the tag team title.
Yeah, this was a match. The match was okay when it was the North and Sami Callihan in the ring, but then when Ken Shamrock got in the ring, oh boy. And then towards the end of it, he was just standing in the ring and staring around and I don't know if Sami was doing stuff that he was going to do or what, but he was just standing there staring off into space.
there was a moment where Callahan had him pinned, and it was the other one, not Alexander, but the other one.
Yeah.
Runs in right past Ken Shamrock, and Shamrock just stands there. And I was like, what? And then the best part of this match was when Ken Shamrock was going to dive to the outside, and the North just walk away, and he just jumps over the ropes by himself and splats, and I think legitimately hurt himself.
I know it.
And it was so ridiculous. It was so ridiculous.
But anyway, the North ended up winning this match, thank God. So yeah, I'm glad.
You got 1 point.
Yeah.
You didn't have much faith in this Impact.
No.
And then we had the Knockouts championship match. Dianna Piroso versus Jordynne Grace.
That was a great match.
Pretty good. There were some bone spots. There was some bone spots that, but other than that, yeah, it was really good.
Really technical.
I had no problems with this match.
Really technical.
It was. I knew Dianna was good with technical. I didn't think Jordynne Grace was, but yeah, she impressed me.
Yep, but Dianna.
That was a really good match.
Dianna Piroso came in on top.
Dianna, new Knockouts champion. So you got 10 there, and I got 6. And then we get to the main event, which was a fatal 4-way at first.
Yeah.
That became a fatal 5-way.
Yeah.
I was very upset, though, about the first surprise.
I think they did that on purpose. They were trolling you, Ryan. Trolling you.
Yeah. They got me. So it was Ace Austin versus Eddie Edwards versus Trey or Zeke or whatever.
Trey Miguel. Name.
And then there was the opponent, and then Rich Swann came out, who I guess was injured for a while, and now he's back.
He's been injured for 10 months.
Damn. Okay. I was wondering where he's been. I didn't know he was injured.
Yeah.
And then right before the match started, Eric Young comes out and says this is now a fatal 5-way.
Yeah, and he's all psycho.
Kind of figured that.
Eric Young, too. He's crazy looking.
Yeah.
Really fast-paced.
This was I didn't know it was elimination.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was elimination at first, so I was so confused. But yeah, it's an elimination match. The first one out was Trey.
Mm-hmm.
He was the first one out.
Predictable.
Then Eric Young was eliminated by Rich Swann. Eric Young then took out Rich Swann, which led to Ace Austin. And it was down to our 2 picks, Ace Austin and Eddie Edwards, which was really interesting. But in the end, Eddie Edwards wins, but I only get 1 point because I had no idea, which I kind of mad that I did not go with 12 here or something. Would have really got a lot more points. But Eddie Edwards won, and then Fulton came out at the end, and then the Good Brothers show up.
Right.
And they, I guess, are now with Eddie Edwards.
They acted like they were going to do what you said and join Ace Austin, and then they decide not.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Can they not just be by themselves? Do they have to always have someone with them? Why can't they just be a tag team without?
I don't know, man.
Damn! It's like it's everywhere they go.
Yeah,
they have a leader with all the time.
And then after that, the screen went black, and then EC3 popped up, and he had a glass in his hand, and he threw it against the wall and walked off. I don't know what that was about, but yeah, and that's how the show ended.
I had no idea. So, if we are going by just ex-WWE guys, I got the point.
Yes, you did.
If we were going by total surprises, you got the points. So I don't know how you want to rule it. Because you technically 7 people showed up.
Yeah, but we said that
but only 5 of them were ex.
Yeah, we were talking about WWE, though.
Okay. So I got 1 bonus point there.
Nice.
So overall, Slammiversary was decent.
Yeah.
There were a couple matches like Moose and Tommy Dreamer I didn't care about. The tag team match was just what it was. It was insane. And just Ken Shamrock was off his rocker.
Yeah.
But overall, it was decent.
I liked it.
I had no problems with it.
I mean, I
enjoyed it.
I've been watching Impact all this time, and it was one of their.
The commentary They need a new commentator. I can't handle Josh Matthews, man. There was a moment, I don't remember what match it was in, but he was like super excited, but then like was hushed voice, like silent. And I don't know if it was like because I don't know. I don't know if he's just not used to like being there because he's been doing it from home, I think.
Right.
And I don't know if he's like just not used to being there, like when no crowd maybe threw him off. But man, I was so like I was just distracted by him the whole time. but yeah, Slammiversary was pretty good. And then we move on to Extreme Rules, which horror show is probably the correct term for this show.
This show is not good. All right, so we start off with
we should mention
match, right?
Yes, that was the first match, yeah.
And this tables match was
Cesaro.
Okay. They just kind of it was very quick. Like it ended out of nowhere.
It was very quick, and I don't like this table match rules. Like I always thought tag team table matches. I hate it when they do just first one
only go through a table. Yeah. I should be both.
I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it, and so I think that I didn't like it the whole time when they kept saying first person. I was like, oh, I'm not into this.
Yeah, but he did.
They had some cool spots in the match.
But he did the Ricola bomb off the top rope to the
through two tables to the floor.
Yeah, so that was pretty crazy.
Jesus.
But yeah, so you had new tag team champions on SmackDown.
So I got 9 points there.
Yeah.
I got 4.
Okay.
So
you're on the comeback trail.
The next match was the women's SmackDown title match, right?
Mm-hmm.
The next match, I'm pretty sure it was. I don't. It was Bayley and Nikki Cross. This was
predictable,
decent.
I didn't expect.
I mean, not for me. I predicted Nikki Cross.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that was your downfall.
It was.
Yeah, Bayley.
Only hitting 1 point to Eddie.
Yeah, Bayley. Yeah, she cheated to win like usual. You know, the boss hit her with some brass knuckles, and behind her.
Or as Michael Cole said, the thing that has boss on it, or something like that, the thing that goes on the hand that has boss on it, or whatever.
I don't know. But yeah, so
it's like
Bayley kept her title, and there was like this weird camera shot of the knuckles on the stage. It was kind of weird. It's like the cameraman was like,
weird, yeah. It was
look, like that's what did it.
The camera was like, yep. So you got 6 points, and I got none.
What was after that? We had the supposed United States match, which this sounded like it was like last minute because like I don't know if Apollo got the COVID or what, but yeah, because his MVP came out, basically said Apollo got hurt from the full Nelson that Bobby Lashley did to him, crowned himself the champion, which I think he already did on Raw. But he crowned himself again. And then you would think Cedric Alexander or Ricochet would come out and challenge him or try, but no, it just ended. He walked out the ring. And I was like,
away. And they were all. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out how he hurt his back. Or I got hurt with that.
I'm telling you, I think he got the COVID, man. But yeah, you'd think Ricochet would have come out there. That was kind of weird. I didn't like that. And then.
Oh, I don't know. I guess no points because there wasn't really a match.
Yeah, there was no match.
I mean, it wasn't a match. You can't really score it as a match.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect anything. I used to. But anyway, the next match was it the Eye for the Eye?
Yeah.
Was that the next match?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I put on Twitter that this was pretty good. And as a match, it was good. Concept was outrageous. But the spots in the match and the actual wrestling I liked.
Yes.
The Falcon Arrow on the apron was.
But the reason that I don't like it is because was the eye for an eye match. It made no sense to be doing all this lucha libre stuff, and they should just have been beating the F out of each other trying to go for the eye. Instead, it was like, we're going to have a good match, and then sometimes we're going to go for the eye. And
I think my favorite whole match was Samoa Joe. His commentary during this whole match was great because he's like, "Is it out? Is it out? Is it out?"
Yeah, it was not good. In the end, Rey Mysterio got his eye popped out, but he got it popped out. It was the same eye, same way as before.
Same spot. Yeah.
And then Seth Rollins was disgusted by what he did and threw up everywhere. And
he threw up. So I gained on you there. I got 14 points for Rollins.
All right.
Well, see, that was my comeback.
But here, in my defense, I thought Rey Mysterio was going to lose his other eye. All right, I didn't know it was going to be the same eye. I wasn't thinking that way. So, just saying. I was like, they're not going to have him go completely blind.
Yeah, I was. It's so dope. Oh my god, what it was. I'm gonna tell you though, for what it was, I enjoyed it.
Right. Then you had Bayley.
Wrestling, you just
Then we had Sasha Banks versus Asuka for the Raw Women's title.
We went from one stupid match to another.
Yeah, this match didn't make me.
God, this match.
I didn't really.
The match is great. I love this match. I love this match most till the end. Yeah. This match was great. Sasha and Asuka match, but then the end happened. There was a distraction between Bayley and Kyrie, and then Asuka went to miss Sasha and missed the referee in the face.
Yeah.
And then Sasha hit her with the belt. Bayley put the shirt on, referee's shirt on, and counted the 3, and the announcer actually said she was a champion.
I don't understand what the hell they're going with there. That was stupid. That was the stupidest ending to a match.
I can't. And I make this comment while watching it. I was like, how do I score this as points? Because technically I don't know who won.
I guess Sasha's the winner. I don't know.
Sasha wins.
Didn't you get that right?
So neither one of us got points. Like, it didn't matter. Neither one of us had half or winning.
Okay.
But it was like, that just makes it like, how do I, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's, the ending, hopefully it's explained. Again, we record this on Monday, so we haven't watched Raw yet. But hopefully they explain it, because at this point I'm so confused.
And then you had the
next match.
The Swamp.
WWE Championship match. No, the WWE Championship match was next. That Swamp was the main event.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Drew and Dolph. And the stipulation that Dolph chose was an Extreme Rules match, but only for Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
And if Drew McIntyre got lost in any way, he lost the championship.
Right.
So he couldn't get counted out. He couldn't get disqualified. And it was okay.
This is probably Dolph's best match in a long time. And
it was really good, but
it didn't need the didn't need the stipulation. But
I mean, Dolph did all the stuff to him, and then one Claymore kick, and it's over. So Drew won. We both got points. You got 14, and I got 12. So then the main event, the Swamp movie.
Yeah, the Swamp fight.
It was not a fight.
It was not a fight.
It was not a wrestling match.
No. Bray Wyatt sitting in his rocking chair in the swamp, and then Braun pulls up in a big old truck and gets out, and all of a sudden the lights go out.
Beat up a parent.
Yeah. Wait.
Were those people supposed to be Luke Harper?
I think they were like.
Is that?
I think they were trying to portray it to be them. Yeah.
So that guy was wearing like the Luke Harper clothes. And I was like, is that... Okay.
I'm guessing that's what they were going with there.
And then there was a moment where Braun got tied up and with chain very loosely, where he very easily could have got out of it. And then Bray just him for like it felt like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
They just talked, and then he got bit by a snake.
Yeah. And then he passed out.
Then he ended up by a fire.
Yeah, he woke up by a fire, and then some random guy with a stick tried to hit him, and then Braun caught him on fire. I don't know what the hell.
Some random people show up.
Yeah.
And then Alexa shows up at some point.
Yeah. We thought it was going to be Sister Abigail, but it was Alexa saying, "You know you want me, Braun. Come to the swamp."
It could have been Sister Abigail. Maybe that's what she does. She's whoever you think she is.
I guess.
Or whatever.
Like, let's get jiggy in the swamp.
But then they end up, yeah, pretty much come screaming in the middle of the water.
Yeah.
And then they ended up fighting in the water.
That was scary as hell. There's crocodiles in that area, man. What the hell?
Dude, and then, like, they did, which was really cool, they did, like, a false ending where you thought it was over because they flashed the Extreme Rules logo. Yeah. And everyone's like, what? And then Bray Wyatt, Jason out of the water and grabbed Braun in. And then they fought for a little bit. And it appears that Braun was drowned.
Yeah, the Fiend shows up.
And the water turned red and the Fiend showed up. And that was the end of the pay-per-view.
Yeah. So I guess technically,
I don't even know what.
Technically, the Fiend won, the Braun Strowman or Bray Wyatt won, I guess.
Technically, I think we all won more, but Bray Wyatt, I guess, technically won. You got 11 and I got 3.
Right.
No bonus points because neither were right with the bonus points for the stipulation. But yeah, that match it's not even a match. You can't. It was a movie. It was a mini movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked it. It was just not wrestling.
No.
Not something that was straight out of Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
Like, that was literally just a Lucha Underground. Like, that was just something they would have done. So I don't know where they'll go from there on Friday. I guess we'll see.
I don't know. So who ended up winning
I don't know if Braun
on the points, Ryan?
So at the end of it, I had 61 total points.
Jesus Christ.
And you had 65. All I would have is put 5 more points on Eddie Edwards and I would have won.
Oh, man.
Damn it. Or not. Actually, if I would have just not picked Nikki Cross, I would have.
Yeah. So I guess.
Damn. You called it too. You said Nikki Cross would have lost it. It did.
Yeah. So. You don't have to do it this week. You can wait a week.
Because I have no idea how to do a Steiner promo. I have to do some research.
Okay. Well, next week then. Or give you 7 days.
Do you want it as like, well, what is the promo on?
I don't know, but
anything?
You gotta do the math.
Just
you gotta have the Scott Steiner math in it.
Okay. Well, I'll have to solve that equation first and then come back to you.
There you go. 7 days. You got 7 days.
7 days. 7 days.
So,
but yeah, so overall, Slammiversary was a better show.
Can you believe you just
Extreme Rules was not good.
Can you believe you just
I can't. This week I have said AEW and Impact were better than WWE. Anyway, Extreme Rules was terrible. It was not good at all. Just everything was bad about it, honestly. There wasn't much to look at. It's good. Every match had like stupid endings.
Yeah.
Like everyone. But yeah, so it was a little different podcast this week, but with the video, it's gonna take us a little bit getting you. It seems like there's a little bit of a delay with the video here.
Yeah.
Between us talking, so we keep cutting each other off. So we'll get used to it. We'll figure it out. But like I said, this is the first video podcast, so it will be on our YouTube channel. All the links are in the description, but it's Sabrai ENT is our YouTube channel. It'll probably be posted. I don't know if it's going to be the same day or like a day after. I have to edit it. So, but yeah, we'll be doing this from now on. Hopefully, if our internet lets us,
Yeah.
we'll be doing videos from now on, video podcast. You can still listen to it on your drive or whatever. If you listen to it, still the audio version is still going to be available. But we're going to open it up, let more people see it. We're going to open up the YouTube. So I hope you enjoyed this podcast. We really had to talk about wrestling a lot because there was so much to talk about.
Yep.
So, you got anything else to say before we sign it off here?
No, I think that's pretty good, man. Sorry you guys had to see my ugly face. At least it was pixelated.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to clean this up a little bit.
I like this camera. It makes all
right. So thank you for joining us.
You hear me? I'm telling you, man. So it makes all my gray hairs go away. I don't see my gray hairs.
So, as always, social media links and all that are in the description. So if you want to follow me on social media, go ahead and do that. I appreciate it. And go check this out on YouTube. See our ugly faces. And as always, for Nathan, this is Ryan. Score if you can, save if you must, but suplex when necessary.
Later.